Good morning, everybody. Carl, welcome in. Good morning to you. Brax, how you doing? Is it Diets? How are you? Kidcap Minus, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon. How you doing? How you feeling? Blessings to you. Top Jamie, welcome in. How's it going? Kamal, how are you doing, sir? Good evening to you. How you doing, Kamal from Germany? How's it going? How you feeling today? Good morning, blessings, good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. How's everybody doing? Johnny Stash, welcome in, Johnny Stash. How are you? Brooklyn, welcome in. Meat Hook, how's it going? D, good morning to you, sir. To Cherry Berry, welcome in. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday. Happy Thursday, everyone. Sir Percival Richard Lucas, welcome in. Good morning. How you doing, D? I got my coffee. I got it right here. I got my coffee right here. Let's sip. Cheers to you, D. Cheers to you. I hope you have an amazing day. I put some creamer in here. I put quite a bit of creamer. Maybe I used too much coffee. I put quite a bit of creamer in this thing. Devin, welcome in. I'm dual streaming today. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube. Thank you, D. I appreciate you. Trey, welcome back in. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon to you. How you doing? Black coffee? Nah, I can't take it like that. Sometimes I can, depending on what coffee it is. But I like it with cream. I should be drinking decaf because regular coffee give me the jitters. But I put the cream to kind of water it down so it won't be as strong. You too. Supreme, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for the thumbs up, YouTube. Spiritual, welcome in. Gerald and Karen, good morning to you, friends. How are you doing today? Physics Bro, welcome in. Physics Bro. Welcome in, Mr. Fred. How you doing, sir? Just relaxing. Got a video call from one of my sisters who was with my nephew. Oh, okay. Drinking the mushroom coffee for a change. How you like it? Which one you have? Malik, welcome in. Donna, how you doing? Monitor 508, how are you? Scott, welcome back in. Good morning, good evening to you. Good afternoon. How are you doing today? Which coffee? So when I went home on Sunday, I meant to grab my mushroom drink. It's not coffee, but it's a coffee substitute. Benefits the body, yeah. Rex, how you doing? You got your coffee too? 2 weeks old? Oh, wow. That's so sweet. He's almost 2 weeks old. He doing okay? Anthony, welcome in. Why don't the pastors go to the hospital and heal the sick? I don't know. I know there are a lot of hospitals. I mean, they can go and pray. Healing doesn't always come in the form that we think it may come in. I know a lot of pastors that go to the hospital and they pray over the sick. My pastor does. He just stared at me, then started crying. Aw. Jasbear, welcome in. How are you? He's little. He's brand new. He's trying to figure out what's going on. The Ashery, welcome in. See, you guys, Christians are full of it. How so we full of it? Everybody's full of it to some degree, but why Christians? Why are you pointing out Christians? I don't think Christians are full of it. Maybe some are, but not the one. I'm not. Not all are. Well, welcome in. You doing fine? You don't think it was me that scared him? Aw. Jeffrey, welcome in. D said, not the real ones. There are quite a few. Just with anything, there are some Christians that claim to follow Christ, but they don't. They don't. You look at their life and you wouldn't be able to tell. He was getting changed. That's why he was crying. Oh, can you guys hear Ilse? She crying, meowing because I'm outside. I didn't have breakfast yet. I think what's important to remember is that just because people are, you know, people fail. People that follow Christ fail. They don't do what they're supposed to do. That doesn't mean that Christ fails us. Sometimes, a lot of times Christians can give Christ a bad name, but that's not a reflection of Christ. Mike, thank you for the heart me. Just here. Thank you for the follow. D Nice, welcome in. How's everybody doing? Lursen Guard, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Mike, thank you for liking the live. How you doing, darling? Man. Can y'all hear Ilse? From Brazil? Your name is Lucas? I like that name. I knew a Lucas in high school. He took me to the military ball. Lucas, my freshman year in high school, he took me to the military ball. ID, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you, D Nice. You doing good? That's good. That's good, Mike. Hold on, guys. Let me open the door and tell Ilse to hush. Roadman, welcome in. Hold on, guys. She meowing. Hey, can you hush? I'm right here. Stop making a noise. Sorry, guys. I don't want her to annoy everybody else in the house. You gotta go? I'm doing good. Mike said, how are y'all? I'm doing good, Mike. I'm doing good. How you doing, Carl? How's it been going? How things been going for you? And then she starts right back up again. How you doing, Carl? How you feeling? What you been up to? Amos, how's it going? What do you do? What do I do? You mean like for a living? To sustain myself? I'm from the U.S. I'm from Texas. You mean like what do I do for a living? I live. No, what do I do? Study. I'm not in school or anything, although I'm constantly learning. But as far as like my day-to-day life, I live off grid and I'm a groundskeeper. I take care of the land. I grow food. I chop wood. Try to keep my tiny house functioning. Yeah. I'm always reading. I like to read. I like to learn. I read science articles on the live, various topics. But when I'm not on the live, I am taking care of my tiny house. Grass, cutting the grass, chopping wood. I spend a lot of my time chopping wood and sweeping the floor because in such a small space, a tiny house the floor gets pretty dirty. I'm kind of particular about the floor. I don't like the floor. I sweep multiple times a day, or I vacuum, or sometimes I sweep and I vacuum. Yeah, I don't like the floor to be dirty. Delroy, I see you. Jasper, welcome in. Thank you, Delroy, for the follow. You're already single. Lord help you. What's wrong, Shamar? My English is so fast. Okay, I'm sorry. Just there. Feel free to ask whatever questions you like. How you doing, Al? How are you today? Good morning. You have glow going on? How you doing, Bowman? Is it Bowman? Bowmani Brit? Thank you, Pastor 5217. Thank you for your compliment. Aliasar, welcome in. Watson, I see you. Shamar, I appreciate the compliment. Brent, how you doing? Thank you for the divine fingers. Kays, welcome in. How are you? Do I believe in Jesus? Yes, I do. I believe in Jesus. I try to follow Jesus to the best of my ability. Bria, welcome in. Thank you, Brent, for the gift. I appreciate you. Thank you, Carl, for the repost. Carl said, I'm blessed by the name of Jesus. Just been worshiping a lot, meditating on his words. That's wonderful. Yeah, I chop wood, D. I have to. I have a wood burning stove. That's how I cook and keep the tiny house warm. I do have a little butane stove that I use in the summertime when I don't feel like cooking outside and when it's too hot inside the tiny house. And I did, the butane stove is kind of, I would say new. I did like maybe 8 years of just using wood to cook. Because my English sometimes tough. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I'll try my best to slow down. Just beer. How you doing, 13? But yeah, I chop wood. Thinking back on the stuff that I've done, for many years I didn't have. I didn't get my chainsaws until like maybe around after 9 years of living in a tiny house. So I was hand cutting using a bow saw. Um, I did things a very simple way for many years. And I wanted to do it that way so I could just kind of see just really what I needed, what was going to make my life easier, what I could do away with. Dual watching, I appreciate you, 13. Alexandra, how are you? Hennessy, welcome in. But the chainsaws definitely make my life easier. Definitely. They definitely make my life easier. So, Jesse, welcome in. Thank you for liking the live. How are you today? But I didn't have a fridge. Now I have a little 12-volt fridge, but I didn't have a fridge for many years. I think I've had my fridge for maybe a year and a half. Let me see, I'm trying to think. Maybe a year and a half. Almost 2 years, probably. I think. It's a new edition. I had a cooler. I don't know. I like starting out simple because then, especially in a small space, you can't have a lot of space. You can't you don't have a lot of space to have a lot of things. So I don't know. It worked for me doing it like that. Now I have the things that I know make my life easier. But in the beginning, I was trying to figure that out. House tour, Rita. I'm not in my home right now. I'm in town visiting family. But when I go back home, if you look on my channel, there's a video. There's pictures inside my house, and I guess I could do a video while I'm giving you a house tour of what's going on inside there. Y'all can see. I look like the girl from Girlfriends. Which one? How did you manage life without a fridge? I buy a lot of fruit. I grow a lot of my stuff. Like vegetables and stuff like that. When I don't eat meat all the time. That's the thing. Eggs don't have to be stored in the fridge if you're getting them from like a farmer or just I get my eggs from a nearby neighbor, so they still have the protective coating on the outside. But as far as meat and fish, when I want it, I go to the store and get it, or if I go to a farmer's market and get it, I just cook it that same day. What time is it here? It's 12:06 p.m. I didn't see your comment. I'm not ignoring you. I didn't see your comment. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, your comment didn't come out. Your comment didn't come out. How you doing, Michael? Welcome in. Meanwhile, your comment didn't come out. Let me scroll back up. Yeah, it didn't show. From Fiji, welcome in, Wolf. How's it going, Luis Gonzalez? Welcome in. It's just as easy to look real quick and see the opposite as to dwell on the negative. Nathaniel, welcome in. Donna Heezer it talks about them in the Bible, and you can see other believers call them out. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Potlab PhD. It's Kenya 8:07 p.m. Not what you meant. How you doing, Michael? Johnny, welcome in. Man, got the sniffles. King Vaughn, welcome in. How are you doing today? Johnny, how's it going? Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Michael, how you doing today? I wouldn't say, I don't know what it is. Maybe a little bit of allergies. Indigenous, yes, my mom's side. Where am I from? I'm from the U.S. I'm in America, North America. How tall am I? 5'6", 5'6", 5'6". I'm not very tall, but I wouldn't say I'm short either. I'm doing good, King Von. I'm doing very good. Infected, welcome in. Is 5'6" considered short or tall? Johnny Joyce, welcome in. Michael, if you've been paying attention, I done said hi to you like 3 times. I said hi multiple times to you. I am not ignoring you. Pay attention, because I said it, and I know other people in the room heard me say it too. In fact, when the live ends, go back and rewatch the live. Go to the 17-minute mark, and you will see that I greeted you multiple times. It is 12:10. Rev, how you doing? Welcome in. Thank you, Prakash. Yeah, I greeted him multiple times. Go about to 16-minute mark, and you can see that I have greeted you multiple times. Judge, how's it going? Welcome in. You're only 5'2"? That's tall enough. Luis, welcome in. It's Tabby, not Zazie Beats. 18th hour. Oh, it's evening time over there. Herschel, welcome in. I try to speak to everybody, and I know I spoke to you. Yeah, I speak to everybody in here. It's coffee. I'm drinking coffee with cream, a little bit of milk. I'm doing good, Mr. Friend. How's it going? How's Rainy? How's Dad? I'm in the U.S. I live in the U.S. in Texas. I'm drinking coffee. A little bit of coffee. A little bit of coffee. Michelle, it's okay. Welcome back. How are you doing? How have you been? I'm drinking coffee. My family big coffee drinkers. I don't like to drink a whole lot of coffee. I like it sometimes, but not every day. But I'm here and I drink coffee. But I also drink green tea. Like I drink coffee in the morning, and then the rest of the day I drink green tea. Yaya got me some organic green tea, some Sencha. It's like my favorite green tea, and I've been drinking it lately. It's okay, Michael. And you know what? I forgot to bring my microphone outside. Rainy is good. I will play with her later. Oh, you like the middle party? You're a green tea man. You love it. How you doing, AB? Ginger tea is good too. I make it sometimes. Usually kind of when I'm feeling under the weather. Ginger, lemon, and honey. Some elderberry. I have some dried elderberries I throw in there. Elderberry flowers. My favorite song, 23rd. Psalm 91. Psalm 23rd is my favorite though. Mike, thank you for liking it live. Coffee is not good for your stomach. Oh yeah, some people it make them want to go to the bathroom. Yeah, right. Mike said turmeric. Turmeric is good too. Green tea your favorite? I like green tea. So my daughter she like matcha. I spend so much money on matcha tea. That chick she drinks copious amounts of. When I say copious, I mean it. Of matcha tea. She also has another one that she's been drinking lately, but she mainly drinks matcha. Um, but I like sencha. It's mild, so you don't have to add sweetener. You drink black coffee before the gym? Does it help you? What do I think about Psalms 51? Let's see. I don't know that off the top of my head. Have a good night. All right, King Von, I'll see you. Jonathan, welcome in. Let's see. Psalms, you said 51? Let's look it up. Let me look it up. I got my phone here with me. Black coffee fat burner. Daniel Star, welcome in. Monty, it's nice to meet you too. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Thai tea? I like Thai tea. Theodore, welcome in. She wants to come outside. Her and my dog both have separation anxiety. Pre-workout? Thank you, AB. They both, Ilse mainly has it. Marnie will chill out. She'll kind of cry, but she'll chill out. Mm, yeah, she's inside the house. She wants to come outside, but so I live in the woods. Her and my dog, they can walk around freely. She comes and goes freely. She does whatever she wants. But she's crying because she doesn't see me. She knows I'm outside. She saw me come outside. They follow me around from room to room. If I'm in the living room and I go into another room, they follow me. If I go into the bathroom, they follow me. If I get into the shower, they're waiting for me when I get out of the shower. So she has separation anxiety. Jeff, welcome in. Mr. A1, how are you? Robert, how's it going? Bobby, welcome in. BB, welcome in. Sorry, y'all. Do I work out? Do you count chopping wood working out? I do exercise and stuff like that, but I mainly chop wood. I live in a van by the river. No, I live in a tiny house in the woods. Love coffee dark with no sugar. It's okay, Michael. I'm not angry. I'm just letting you know. Okay, Psalm 51. Have mercy on me, O God, because of your unfailing love. Because of your great compassion, blot out the stain of my sins. Wash me clean from guilt. Purify me from sin. For I recognize my rebellion, and it haunts me day and night. Against you and you alone have I sinned. Have I done what is evil in your sight? You will be proved right in what you say, and your judgment against me is just. For I was born a sinner, yet from the moment my mother conceived me. But you desire honesty from the womb, teaching me wisdom even there. Purify me from my sins, and I will be clean. Wash me, and I will be whiter than snow. Oh, give me back my joy again. You have broken me. Now let me rejoice. Don't keep looking at my sin. Remove the stain of my guilt. Create in me a clean heart, O God. Renew a loyal spirit within me. Do not banish me from your sentence, and don't take your Holy Spirit from me. Nazazi Beats, Tabby. Thank you, Dex. I love cat. I do love cats. Mark Stone, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I do love cats. They're just, they're used to being with me all the time. They used to being with me all the time, and they used to being right next to me. Whatever I'm doing, they're right next to me. When I'm at home, if I go outside, they can come and, my cat, she can come and go freely. She can go outside whenever she wants without me being there, without me being outside with her. But usually when I go outside, they both, and they're inside, they both want to go outside too. My cat will follow me into the woods, especially if I go out and it's dark. She follows me, she stays close by me. So those are my little friends. They used to be in. Check them for tick. I do check them for ticks. I had to. Luckily in Texas, we don't really have the ticks that cause Lyme disease. We don't really have them here. We had the dog ticks here. You live in a tree house? Do you really? Thank you, K Ford. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Josie, welcome in. Do you post, Michael? What kind of content do you post? Wendell, good morning to you. How you feeling today? What kind of content do you post? NASA Bay, welcome in. Alba, Omi, Alma, Mia, Psalm 51. Okay. I check them for ticks. Mainly, every now and then I'll find one of my cat, but it's mainly my dog I have to check for all the time. Kylie, welcome in. How are you? How's it going? Okay, y'all. Let's read some science articles. Y'all up for some science articles? Coffee? I don't know. It's not. I don't know what kind. It was whatever was in the cupboard. I got it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Science time with Tabby. It's coffee. Yeah, it's coffee. Let's see. All right, this one. Let's see. This one is different. Roblox and cars. You play Roblox? Don't be sad. This one said metaphysics doesn't describe the world, it allows us to change it. Let's see. Let's read that one. Oh, thank you, Jasbir. Metaphysics doesn't describe the world, it allows us to change it. Metaphysical language is about action, not discovery. This one came out 27th of May. It's not the 27th of May. Let's see. What's today's date? It's not the 27th, right? No, it's not the 27th. That's what it got on here, 27th of May. Can y'all see it? Maybe they messed up. Philosophy likes to see itself as on the hunt for eternal truths. Yeah, because can you see it? It say 27. Philosophy likes to see itself as on the hunt for eternal truths, from moral facts to deep structure of reality, but the story mistakes what metaphysical language does argue. Amy Thomason, whose recent book Rethinking Metaphysics has caused a stir in the most ancient of disciplines. Recent work in linguistics, largely overlooked by philosophers, shows that classic metaphysical concepts arise not to describe reality, but as tools for getting things done. Metaphysics isn't about describing reality, but rather redesigning and engineering language to sharpen its tools to enable us to do new, better things with it. How you doing, Halo? Welcome in. Can you imagine you do grab expired coffee? They say though that most coffee has mold in it. Nothing much, Halo. Nothing much. I'm reading an article. Soundwave, welcome in. Cosimo, how are you? How you doing today, Victor? Welcome in. That's the mailman right there. Okay. Metaphysics has been going on for a long time. It's high time we rethink it. Those who do metaphysics ask questions about what exists and about the nature of things, their essences, and what they are fundamental or grounded in other things. Whether they are fundamental or grounded in other things. While metaphysics reaches back in Western tradition, at least to ancient Greece, you might understandably ask, these days aren't those addressed by science? We look to biology to determine what kinds of life there are, to physics to find out if there are supernovas, to chemistry to find out what the fundamental elements are. A common reply is to say, sure, science answers some of these questions, and where it does, metaphysics should work hand in hand with these sciences. But metaphysics, they say, is broader, concerned with everything whatsoever. So metaphysics also asks questions like, are there or are there really numbers, properties, moral obligations, possibilities, or even possible worlds? Are moral properties grounded in natural properties, and so on? Drop those. How you doing, John? What I reading, Starcy, welcome in. Lawrence, how's it going? No, that's the mailman, USPS. It is called, the article is Metaphysics Doesn't Describe the World. It allows us to change it. I begin from the simple point that we shouldn't just assume that all parts of our language function in the same way. In rethinking metaphysics, I ask, what if some of these words, number, property, possibility, moral obligation, aren't even trying to pick out some parts of the world that we can just look for, identify, and study as we can study plants, animals, or supernovas? What if these words play a very different role in our language, assuming that they just pick out, or perhaps try and fail to pick out, features of our world which we can go on to investigate? Relies on assuming that all these nouns work in the same way, that they aim to refer and to describe some features of the world. This is to make what I call the functioning monist assumption. All the recent major approaches to metaphysics make this assumption and it leads them astray. Where am I from? I'm from Texas. I'm from the U.S. Metaphysicians often reply, functional monism is a thesis about language, but I'm not interested in words. I'm interested in the world. So I don't care about how our terms such as possibility or redness or the number 7 or moral obligation work. I'm interested in whether there are such things, and if so, what their natures or essences are, whether they are fundamental or what they are grounded in. Thank you, Mike, for the gift. But if these terms enter language in a different way and function differently than our terms for observable concrete parts of our environment, if they aren't even attempting to pick out features of the environment Then asking questions like these may be a mistake, and rethinking metaphysics, I begin from the simple point that we shouldn't just assume that all parts of our language function in the same way. Before we launch into metaphysical investigations, we should first ask what functions these terms serve and how they enter language. Oh, I can't finish reading that one. I gotta pay for it. That one was a little bit tough though. I am from the U.S. And that one was kind of tough. Yeah, I had to pay to read the rest of that one. Did y'all catch that one? Did you understand that one? I did to some degree. Let's see. Let's see if I can find her a lighter one. Thank you for the follow. Let's see. Okay, this one, maybe this one is a little bit easier to understand. All right, all right. Adults with better math skills rely less on the brain's physical movement areas. What about that one? Y'all okay with that one? Adults with better math skills rely less on the brain's physical movement areas. A recent study published in the journal Cerebral Cortex suggests that adults who are better at math tend to rely less on the brain's areas associated with physical movement when processing numbers. These findings provide evidence that as people develop advanced math skills, their brains shift toward more automatic and abstract ways of thinking about numbers. Who in here is good at math? I do all right. I didn't get geometry. That was one subject I struggled with. I barely passed it. I do algebra. I can't do geometry. Number processing relies on multiple mental formats. Scientists describe a verbal format for number words, a visual format for written digits, and a semantic format for the actual meaning of quantity. In recent years, scientists have proposed that an embodied format also exists where physical experiences like counting on fingers help shape how the brain understands quantities. You took every math there is to take. I've never been to India. I've never been to India. Mister, what's wrong? To explore how these mental formats interact at different life stages, the authors aim to understand how physical representations of numbers relate to formal math competence in both children and adults. A postdoctoral scholar in psychology and human development at Vanderbilt University Peabody College explained the motivation behind the research. While we know that number processing is foundational for mathematical competence, the underlying brain mechanisms have remained heavily debated. Theories of embodied cognition suggest that our abstract understanding of math is initially rooted in physical, sensory, and motor experiences. Like counting on our fingers in early childhood, we want to look closely at both children and adults using fMRI to see how the brain's sensor motor regions are recruited during number processing and how the neural engagement actually tracks with real world math abilities across different stages of development. That's interesting. I went all the way up to differential equations and calculus 3 and never had to use any of it. Really? Did you enjoy it? I saw a video you was grooving at Beatrice, a song that love watch out she's on the fire. Which song is that? Vector and tensor dynamics? Oh man. Did you enjoy it? Physics bro? Big Chef, how's it going? Myron, welcome in. Okay. Fundamental magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI. So you caught it right. Functional magnetic resonance imaging, or fMRI, is a type of brain scan that measures blood flow to detect the active brain areas. To conduct the study, the researchers collected imaging data from 104 adults with an average age of about 23 years. They also tested 88 fourth grade children with an average of nearly 10 years. While inside the scanner, participants completed a number comparison task and a sound-based task. During the task, participants looked at two types of images on a screen. One type was symbolic Arabic numerals, like the visual number 4. The other type was embodied representation, which consisted of color photographs of human hands holding up different number of fingers. In the task, participants had to decide if the number shown on the screen was larger or smaller than a specific target number. The participants pushed buttons to answer as quickly as possible. In the sound based phonological task, participants had to judge if the starting sound of the number matched the starting sound of a cartoon object, like a fan or a sun. The researchers also measured the participants' overall math abilities outside the scanner using a standardized assessment called the Woodcock Johnson Third Edition Test of Achievements. This assessment included three specific math tests. The calculation subtest measured basic computation skills across various types of math. The math fluency subtest measured how many simple arithmetic problems the participant could solve in 3 minutes. Mufasa, thank you for the follow. Finally, the applied program subtest measured the ability to analyze and solve spoken word problems. To ensure the brain activity was specifically linked to math, the scientists also tested basic reading skills. They used two reading subtests to measure letter identification and the ability to sound out unfamiliar words. By comparing the math scores and reading scores against the brain scans, the researchers could isolate the specific neural networks responsible for numerical cognition. Dance, how's it going? How are you? Willow Key, how are you? How you feeling today? Welcome in. Thank you, Daniel. I hope you have a very blessed day. Calculus 1 and 2 is interesting. Calculus 3 and differential equations, no. Oh, that sounds so difficult. Big Al, I am doing well. Sorry I missed your comment. Eddie, welcome in. Okay, when looking at the brain scans, the scientists observed that adults engage a widespread network of brain regions when processing numbers compared to processing sound. These areas included the occipital, temporal, parietal, and insular regions of the brain. Children activated a smaller, more localized set of brain areas doing the same task. What surprised us most was a dramatic shift in how the brain is recruited for number processing as we grow up. When looking at the overall brain maps, adults engage a much wider, more expansive network of regions across the brain compared to children. Yet, within the broader adult network, individuals with higher math proficiency actually showed reduced activation across sensory motor and attentional areas, a pattern completely absent in children. Am I a teacher? No. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. 13. This reveals a fascinating paradox. As the brain gains years of experience, actual math proficiency becomes marked not by working the brain harder, but by a transition toward incredible neural efficiency and automaticity. So it kind of, I mean, that makes sense. So like, uh, I won't say I'm like super great at math, but I'm very good with numbers like counting and stuff like that. And I guess it's because in high school I worked at a check cashing place. I was over the safe. I had to count large amounts of money on a daily basis. I had to keep track, and I worked the graveyard shift, so I had to count everybody's drawer, everybody's, you know, I had to keep track of everything that people did during the day. And I'm very good at math, like numbers, adding, subtracting, multiplying, fractions, and stuff like that. I can do that um, at the top of my head. So, like, sometimes when I'm helping Yo Yo, because, Yo Yo, she carries a wallet, she carries a little purse. We go to the store, and I want her to get used to paying for stuff. And so, and counting her money, I make sure she has change and stuff. And so when we go to the store, I have her, so she'll know how to use money, because a lot of people, a lot of young people, they don't know how. Like, if you give them cash, right, they don't know how to count the coins, and I don't want that I don't want Yaya and Yo Yo. You know, Yaya's fine, but I don't want Yo Yo to not know how to count change. And so I know how to do certain stuff. I remember certain stuff at the top of my head. I don't have to think about it, right? Just like I'm sure you guys, your, multiplication. If I asked you what 7 times 7, you would be able to tell me without thinking about it, right? Or just certain things that we know, right? Um, so I guess that makes sense because we've we've used these equations, like we've done it so much. You don't have to think about 5 plus 5 is 10, right? You just know that it's 10. So I guess our brains wouldn't have to work as hard because we know these things already. Your math is very poor. It's okay. I had a giggle last night when one of our table lenders said 2/3 of the same. Not everybody is good at math. My mom not good at math. When I was in school, I couldn't ask that chick for help. She's like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Jeffrey, welcome in. Albuquerque. Albuquerque. How you doing? But it makes sense why we wouldn't have to. Like if you ask a small child, hey, what's 10 times 10? They would have to, do a little work to figure it out, right? But if I were to ask one of you guys, you could. I'm drinking coffee. Assalamu alaikum. Y'all, how's it going? Welcome in. In adults, lower activity in the somatosensory and motor cortexes during the number task was associated with higher math skills. These cortices and the parts of the brain responsible for processing physical touch sensations and voluntary body movements. The authors also found that adults with better math skills showed reduced activation in the right insular cortex. The insular cortex is a brain region that detects highly demanding cognitive tasks and signals the brain to apply more effort. Lower activation in the area suggests that the mathematically proficient adults perceive basic number tasks and less mentally taxing. These adults operate on a sort of cognitive autopilot, requiring less conscious effort to process quantities. The core takeaway is that proficient math performance in adulthood is characterized by a fundamental neural shift towards efficiency and automaticity. While children rely heavily on basic quantity processing and sensory grounding to make sense of numbers, adults with higher math skills actually show reduced activation in sensory motor and attentional brain areas. This suggests that as we gain experience, higher math proficiency isn't about working the brain harder, but rather about transitioning away from a physical scaffold to more abstract automated mental representations. I'm drinking coffee. My teacher always punished. Oh, I'm so sorry. Joy and Michael, how's it going? Chris, welcome in. The way things are going, we won't have to use our brain very much because of AI and technology more than any other time after call. From Engineer, welcome in. Is it Uchuzus? Did I say it correctly? Uchuzus? I've used math more than I thought in firearms, surprisingly. More than any other time after college. Really? Automaticity. Automaticity. Maticity. Automaticity. The scientists also examined the left intraparietal sulcus, 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 a brain region known for handling numerical quantities. For adults, less activity in this region correlated with better math performance, supporting the neural efficiency hypothesis. For children, the exact opposite was true. Higher activity in the left interparietal sulcus predicted better math scores in fourth graders, indicating that young learners still rely heavily on basic quantity processing to succeed in math. None of these brain activity patterns correlated with the participants' reading scores. This lack of correlation provides evidence that the reduced reliance on motor and quantity processing regions is highly specific to mathematical skills. It does not simply reflect general intelligence or advanced reading comprehension. I see you, Walton. Have I ever heard? Yes, I have. Yes, I have, Al. Russell, how you doing? You feeling okay? Did you get some rest? A potential misinterpretation of these findings is that physical methods like finger counting are unhelpful for learning math. The authors note that physical representations often serve as a necessary scaffold for young learners as they grasp basic number concepts. An important caveat is that our findings do not imply that sensory motor strategies like a child using their fingers to count are bad or should be abandoned early. Sensory motor experiences serve as an essential adaptive scaffold when we first learn mathematical concepts. The key is that this relationship changes over time. While physical grounding is vital for early learning, our long term math proficiency relies on the brain eventually learning how to offload that effortful physical processing to achieve automaticity. A limitation of the study is that the data for adults and children were collected using two different brain scanners. This was partially due to scheduling constraints caused by the global pandemic. Oh, okay. While scanner differences usually affect overall strength, signal strength rather than specific behavior correlations, further studies should use consistent equipment to rule out any potential interference. Because this study looked at separate groups of adults and fourth graders, one important next step to utilize. Man, there is this dragonfly that wants to hang out with me. It keeps coming over here, and then I look at it and it flies away. My day is going good, Dinesh. Automasticity. Automasti. I'm not saying it right. Automasticity. Automasticity. T. Fraser, thank you for the hand heart. Am I not saying it right? Thank you, Brent, for the friendship necklace. Thank you, T. Fraser. Automastity. Which one? Which one? Russell, thank you for the cake slice. Which one, Mike? The automat automaticity, automat automaticity, automaticity. Which one? I think the accent is on the tis. I just know it once again. How do I say it? Automat automat. Now I'm struggling. Automat automaticity, automaticity. Ching. No, okay. AUTOMATICITY. So automatic, but city at the end. Automas automaticity. Automaticity. Wasn't I saying it like that at first? Automaticity. I think I was saying it like that at first. Automaticity. Automaticity. I was saying it like that at first. Automaticity. I was saying it like that at first, and then you guys say something, and I question myself, and then I say it another way. Tabby land, tabby language. I was saying it like that at first. Deported because of the word. How you doing? How you doing, Bob Army? Houston, Texas. Welcome in. No messing you up. I was saying it correctly at first, okay? Now some of these words is gonna have a little tabby twang on it, alright? I can't help that. That's just how I pronounce the words. Tabby twang. I think I was saying it right at first. Mike, automatic. Now you know what. See, look what you did. Now, anytime I come across that word, I'm gonna be struggling. Automaticity. I'm gonna get you. Lee Hill, how's it going? I'm corrected. Okay, that's good enough, right? That's good enough, right? That's good enough. I see. 13 said I was saying it right. You just messing with me. I was saying it right. I was saying it right. Automaticity. And then Mike said something, and then I started questioning myself. Mike, you can get the rock'em sock'em. I'm gonna roll you up. He said you're corrected. Last article says Brent has less automaticity because he's good at math. I mean, it makes sense though. Like if you're pretty, good at math, you won't have to work as hard to figure stuff out. Put the word in a freestyle rap. I don't know about that. Russell, thank you for the goat. Thank you, Russell, for the goat. I feel itchy for some reason. I don't know, Donald. I don't want to do that because people will figure out where I am. I don't need that. I don't need nobody showing up over here. Russell, thank you for the goat. Anthony, welcome in. Thank you, Russell, for the divine fingers. Thank you, Russell, for helping me out on my live goal. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm still here, Halo. I'm homesick. I want to go home. I'm going to take Yaya out tomorrow. And then Sunday, I got to take her to go get her bunny. I need to be back here, though, sometime next week for graduation. After the club, we ride through the city. Got to be safe, though, because we got less automaticity. Oh, you searched it. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate you helping me out with my live goal. Thank you, Russell, for your generosity to me. I appreciate it. Yeah, Donald. Some people, they don't want to be nice. Bars. I kind of struggle when I'm in the city for too long. I guess I'm not outside. Even if I come outside, I need to be close to the woods, the trees. Leonard, how you doing, Leonard? Welcome in. Thank you for the heart me. How are you? How's Dad doing? What's my favorite color? Mustard yellow. Mustard yellow. You having pizza? Where you getting pizza from, Russell? My favorite color is like mustard yellow. Yeah. As far as like colors, like clothes I like to wear, I like light colored clothes like white or cream, light pink, stuff like that. I don't like wearing dark colored clothes. I feel more myself when I wear light colored clothes. I'm not a fan of wearing black. A lot of people say, "Oh, you look so nice," but I don't like wearing black for some reason. Their emoji, yeah, it kind of is. What's your favorite color? What you guys favorite? What are you guys' favorite color, and the reason why it's your favorite color? Cambray, how's it going? Kareem Bay, welcome in. Turquoise, that's nice. Why is turquoise? Why do you think turquoise is your favorite color? Good afternoon, Tony. Thank you, 13. I didn't even catch what he said, but I appreciate you. Hot dogs from Costco? You like burgundy, Tony? That's cool. Good morning. Welcome in. Texas Rose, the walking better. Thanks, I will tell him. You showed him. Oh, I remember you said that he asked what channel was on. Tell him Tabby said hi. I will be praying that he's better. Priam, how's it going? Good afternoon. You like orange, Kareem Bay? Brianna, how's it going? Kai, welcome in. Sniper, how's it going? Purple and black? What kind of purple? Rack 8887, welcome in. Green and blue mixed. Favorite color is wine? That's nice. Mike liked purple too. $1.50 with drinks at Costco. Yellow, pink, and brown. Brown people? Timothy, how's it going? Welcome in. Yeah, I like light colors. There are a lot of flowers that are like my favorite color, you know, that mustard yellow. Like there's a wildflower here in Texas. It's called Coreopsis. It's a mustard. It's like mustard yellow, mustard orange. I don't know. Purple is your color. A lot of you guys like purple. Mike said dark purple. All shades of purple, especially purple amethyst. You're doing great. That's wonderful, Timothy. Little Step G7, welcome in. My mom liked purple. A lot of people. I'm not a big fan of. I like light purple, but I'm not a big fan of purple. Mustard. Spring colors are in season. Yes, they are. My favorite is black and white. From Serbia, welcome in. How are you doing today? Purple is mysterious to me. Really? It's a very royal color. Purple is very royal color. I like deep shades of purple. If I'm gonna do purple, deep shades. So Mike, that color of your beanie, when I bought that one, I wasn't buying it for me because I'm not a big fan of purple. But I liked it, and I was like, I'll use it for something. Somebody is gonna be used for somebody. And what better way? I got to make you a beanie with it. I was so happy. It was a special order. God knew when I got it. And I was like, I saw it and I was like, I like it, but I wouldn't make nothing for me. But I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Yellow gives you energy. Russell. Today. What happened? What you guys doing for the Memorial Day? Y'all gonna grill? The first beanie I made was purple for my little cousin. It was a nice beanie. It was a nice beanie. Gotta stand down. Who else wearing purple football beanie? You not doing nothing, Russell? I made so many beanies this past. Could y'all guys hear my phone? My phone going off? How you doing? For real in this life. How's it going, Zeno? In a panic. Welcome back. How are you? It was buzzing? Really? I'm sorry. I don't know who that was. I don't answer the phone if I don't know the number. It was buzzing loud. I didn't even hear it. I didn't answer. Tabby didn't answer. How's everybody doing? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even hear it. Bobby, welcome in. Levi, how's it going? Island Live, welcome in. I'm doing good and in panic. I appreciate you asking. Never wear black to hospitals, always wear blue to interviews and business meetings. They say that I'm doing good for real in this life. Nothing much, just hanging out with you guys. They say that you shouldn't wear black to funerals because black absorbs the energy. But that's what everybody wears. Or at least here in America, we wear black to funerals. But I know in other cultures, different other countries, they wear white. They wear white. They say black absorbs energy. But that's what everybody, And I've heard you're not supposed to wear red to funerals. Have you guys heard that? I don't like going to funerals. I know one year I went to so many funerals. I was like, I am so tired. Please, nobody else die. I don't want to go no more funerals. It's just so sad. Even if you're not close to the person, you don't know the person. It's taxing to see people crying and upset because of loss. My mindset didn't close at the funeral. Paul, welcome in. I don't like going to funerals. You wear a lot of navy blue. I like navy blue. Russell, thank you for the spinning soccer. The birds there, chilling peaceful. Black absorbs every spectrum of light. That's why it's hot when wearing it. You know what I would have done differently had I really been thinking about it? So the roof of my tiny house is metal and it is black. So it is absorbing all that heat. Corey, welcome in. How's it going? Russell, thank you for the press start. Why is it though? He added the film. Why is it though if you don't go to a funeral, right? You ask the person that did go to the funeral how the funeral go. How was the funeral? What kind of question is that? How was the funeral? I do will. I don't do jail, hospitals, or funerals. Well, you wouldn't want to do jail. I hope you don't do jail. My life has become colorful. How so? Russell, thank you for the trumpet. Black metal roof is different and cool looking. Yeah, but it absorbs the heat. He headed to the funeral. He headed to the funeral. You love hearing the birds? Then Lubies. No, you gotta go to the repast. Oh, thank you, Russell, for the sage. That's a cute one. I think that's the first time I got that one. Thank you. You gotta go to the repast. You go over to the family member house and you get your food. All right, Jezbel. I hope you have a wonderful night's rest. Blessings to you. I appreciate you coming and hanging out. Go to the repast over the person's house. On my mom's dad's side, who's cooking, I'm still going somewhere else after. My mom's dad's side. So my mom, I guess it was, let me see. It had to be my mom's cousin. Yeah, my mom's cousin passed away. And Brent said, my family is too big for Louis. Living single all day? Why, James? Thank you, Russell. Oh, look at the dandelion. The tiny dandelion. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Thank you, Russell. James, Mr. Drew, thank you for liking live. So it was my mom's cousin, right? They hood on that side. When I say they hood, they some thugs. They some thugs for real. So it was my mom's cousin passed away, and we went over to her son's house afterwards. The house was full, and we went in. We were walking through the house to come in and go inside and see what's going on, and they were just rolling it up, just chiefing. I'm like, oh, it's on and popping after your mama funeral. Is it no? It's a cat. It's a symbol. It's a little cat. Can you see it? I have another one that I wear. It's a hummingbird, but this one is a cat. This is in memory of my black cat I lost. Her name was Junia. Can you see it? Mine didn't even leave the graveyard. Dang. I was like, this what we doing? This what we doing, And then at the funeral, when I seen, the son, and he was like, "Cuz, how you doing? You always been beautiful. You let me know if anybody giving you a hard time. You just let me know." I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm good." I thought it was about to be a thriller. You thought you were about to be a thriller? Went to Olive Garden after my grandmother, and it was about 75 of us. One cousin paid for all. Dang. Wow. 75. What was that bill looking like? What was that bill looking like? 75? Let's do the math. Let's say on average everybody's plate. Let's see. Okay, let me do the math. 75 of y'all. Let's say the average person ate about, let's see. Let's say with drinks, let's say $20. That's about 1,500. About 1,500, about right there. And that's being, that's saying that they get a plate for like, I don't know. Let's see. $21 is more. $21. That's a lot. Yeah. I say that bill was maybe like 1,600. It was right about $3,500. Dang. Man. Rebella, how you doing? Thank you for the heart me. Yeah, I was being cheap. That is expensive. Olive Garden. That was very nice of them. $2,000 minimum, might say. Were they like, order whatever you want, guys? Thank you, Joe. Joe Bennett. Joe Bennett. How you doing? Can I cook? Yeah, I can cook. Tabby can cook. I do cook. I cook. No? Tabby must have calculated. Well, I'm like, okay. Well, it's been a while since I've been to Olive Garden, so I don't know what the prices are, but I'm thinking, if everybody gets their meal is like, I guess you're right, because this is Olive Garden. I was thinking if everybody gets a meal, let's say that's about $15 a plate. I had a drink, but no, them plates is a little bit more than that. What's the average meal like for order, an entree at Olive Garden? I'm doing good, Ben. I'm doing very good. My dad paid $20 at Christmas dinner, but it was a fancy restaurant. Stone Cold, how you doing? $35 at Olive Garden? Really? Your breadsticks and salad is good? Oh, so the average meal at Olive Garden costs between $15 and $25 per person. I was kind of close. Yeah, 15 times. Yeah, yeah. 15 times 75. That's that's 1125. No meal is under 10 a person besides very few fast food. Yeah, you can't even get that at fast food anymore. Oh, gotta add the adult beverages. Yeah, that's what I didn't factor in. I didn't factor in that. No, Stone Cold, he was saying that after his grandmother, Brent was saying after his grandmother's funeral, they went to Olive Garden and it was 75 of them and a family member paid for them all. Chicken and dressing, mac cheese, sweet potatoes, cornbread, turnip greens. I can cook that stuff. I do cook that. I mean, when I'm with my mom, but that's not stuff I don't eat on my own. Sweet potatoes, cornbread, stuff like that, the greens. But not all the time. That's not stuff I usually cook. Underboss, welcome in. I like the I like soul food, but I don't like the meat with soul food. I'm not a big fan. Like I don't eat neck bones and oxtails and stuff like that. I know how to cook it. You know, I've learned from my mom, but I don't eat it. So I don't cook it at home. The Olive Garden wasn't too bad, about 300 for 4 people. You like pork? I like all the sides with soul food. I like all the casseroles and stuff like that. I'm just not a big fan of the meat. But I'm not a big meater as it is anyway. Sweet potatoes and greens, black eyed peas, cornbread, that's a good meal without meat. Yeah, I like all that. I just don't like I don't I'm just not a big meat eater. I just ever since I was a small, like I was little, I've just been kind of off put by meat, the look of it and the smell. Now I can eat a steak, but there are certain times I feel like I want to eat a steak and then I'll see it or I'll smell it and I'm like, oh, no, actually I don't want that. I don't know what it is. I just don't like. I don't know. My day's going good. Stone Cold say, how dare you? Turkey and chicken, yeah, but not all the time. Russell, thank you for the dining dandelion. I appreciate you. Thank you, Russell. Troy, welcome in. I don't know. It's just I've just always been like that. And then certain types of meat I won't eat. I don't eat lamb. I don't eat goat. You doing good, Teddy? Good evening from Sweden. Welcome back in, Tommy. You love neck bones? Yeah. I like ribs. I like ribs, but I like them smoked. I don't like the smell. I don't like the smell of meat. I don't ever cook chicken. I don't like the smell of raw chicken. I'll cook it, but I'm not a big fan of it. Shipley Donuts is king. What about what's the one? What's the other donut place? You know, the one that's super sugary. Would you eat octopus? I have, but I don't like the texture of it. How you doing, Seamless? You back? Eleazar, welcome in. Krispy Kreme, yeah. Fresh warm Shipley. Was my favorite drink? Tea. Krispy Kreme. You ate ribeye steak last night? Russell, thank you, Key Galaxy, for the roses. Thank you, Russell, for the donut. I don't always, whenever I go out and I eat steak, I have to Google what type of steak to get because I don't ever pay attention. I'm like, is it sirloin? Is it ribeye? I don't know. I have to look at the pictures online. How you doing, Joey? Coffee is number one. How you doing, AB? Welcome in. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid okay. I don't like a bunch of sugar though. Prime rib. I'm not a big fan of prime rib either. Fried fish with hot sauce. Your favorite drink is alcohol? Oh man. Be careful with that. Yeah, I like all the sides when it comes to soul food. I like all that. But when it comes to the meat, I'm like, no. Sometimes when my mom cook, like holidays and stuff, she'll cook meat or she'll ask me what kind of meat. I'm like, lady, you really asking me what kind of meat I want? Or she'll be like, I'm making this. I'm like, Mama, I don't want none of that. Give me all the sides. I don't want none of that meat. Stone Cold said, I thought we were for we are. Food spot named Bad Chicken, Dallas. Coleslaw is okay, but no, it's not my favorite. Michael Manning, thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Real Coca-Cola with cane sugar? Yeah, I like Coca-Cola with the Mexican Coke. I just ain't been drinking it. I do like Mediterranean food. I like buffalo meat. I like buffalo and deer meat. Thank you, Nico. Thank you for the compliment. I haven't had elk meat. I would like to try it. Mike said, wow, what happened? Ralph, welcome in. Shoney's, cod, breaded fish, garlic bread, buffalo. Yeah, I like lean. I don't know. I do like buffalo meat, but I'm okay with steak. It's just, I don't know. Not all the time. But see, I don't eat buffalo meat all the time. Maybe a few times a year. I just don't eat meat. If I didn't, so I may eat a certain way, but I don't, the girls eat meat. Yo-yo not as much as Yaya. Well, we just all of us don't really eat a whole lot of meat, but I think the only one that does eat meat more is probably Yaya. Yo-yo is not a huge meat eater either. That's all because the movie I seen. um, but I don't know. Greeks eating good. Demasi. I seen Demasi. They have a Demasi in Dallas. You miss Shawnice? How you doing, Reginald? Those my sisters? Who, Donald? Try that is good. Oh, Yaya and Yo-Yo? No, those are my daughters. Yaya and Yo-Yo, those are my two daughters. Yaya is the oldest, Yo-Yo is the youngest. Yaya will be 19 in September and Yo-Yo is 12. Yeah, Yaya and Yo-Yo, those are my daughters. Those are my two angels. Star, welcome in. Fresh and healthy. I want to try it. I've seen it. David, welcome in. I've seen Demasi. They have a couple. They got one in Dallas off of, I want to say it's off of 75. I see you, Troy. My coleslaw comment come through. Let's see. No, okay. Have you tried coleslaw with vinaigrette base instead of mayo? I don't know if I have. It sounds good. How you doing, Cortez? How you been? I'm still on live every single day, twice a day. How you been, Cortez? What you been up to, Jay? Welcome in. You miss Waffle House? Waffle House is around. There's a bunch of them around here. Thank you, Russell, for the Chicago pizza. You been great? That's good. That's good. How's work going? You have all daughters? How many daughters you have? You're not a fan of coleslaw, but that kind I can eat? Papa Daddy, welcome in. I see you, Troy. Catching bass left and right. Catching bass. Catching bass left and right. That's cool. So you've been fishing. How's your family and everyone doing? Waffle House is best right after the bars close. I'm not a big fan of Waffle House. They don't look clean in there. I don't be wanting to go. Yaya and Yo-Yo don't like Waffle House either. They'd rather go to IHOP. That's not to say IHOP is the best, but I don't know about going to. I don't know. Waffle House don't look clean in there. Chauncey, welcome in. It don't look clean up in there. The older is 36 and 128. Older, that's 25. Oh. They're adults. Good hash browns. My mama like Waffle House. After the bar, it all looks good. Denny's is okay. It's been a while since I've been to Denny's. It's been a while. Georgia, not so much. I like IHOP. Sometimes I'll ask the girls, you want to go IHOP? Want to go get some breakfast IHOP? I have not been able to fish lately. I haven't, unfortunately. They all closed the Denny, all the closed Denny's near you? Man. Yeah, we still got, they're not around, not as much as they used to be. But they still got some. The cooks burn off all the germs in the Waffle House. There's always a fight. No witness, no toilet. General, welcome in. My mama, she like Waffle House. All the Sherry's. What is it Sherry's? Sherry's. Sherry's? I look like a decent mom? Well, I appreciate it. They got Denny's at truck stops? Really? I see you, General. I appreciate you. Janet Jackson? I look like Tabby. I look like me. Robert, welcome in. I'm doing good, Robert. I'm doing very good. All is well. How are you? I look like me. How about that? I don't look like Janet Jackson. I look like me. How you doing, AP? Blue Age. Tommy, welcome in. How's it going? I don't see Janet either, Papa Daddy. Is World Star potential after 2 a.m.? Eating spaghetti, meat sauce, and Italian sausage. That sounds good. I'm doing good, Jay. Welcome back in. Mike, thank you for liking the live. He said World Star after 2 a.m. Waffle House's World Star potential after 2 a.m. That's so funny. I think you a nice person. Look, thank you, Donald. I appreciate you. Brent, thank you for liking the live. Gerald, welcome in. How's it going? Kenny Chavez, DJ Mister, welcome in. Ezra, I like that name, Ezra. Thank you, wow. YL, everything good with me. Everything is good. It's cloudy over here. It look like it might rain. All the rain they said that we were gonna get, we haven't been getting. It'll rain here and there, but not much. I hear everybody making a pass at me all the time. I look different? How so? Is it because I got my hair parted differently? How I look different? Heavy, welcome in. How you doing today? Yeah, maybe because I always have it on this side. I parted it down the middle. Where to for dinner tonight? I don't know. What do you feel like eating? I didn't have lunch already. I haven't had lunch. I haven't had much of anything to eat today. I had a banana. Did you? Let's see. That was the guy name in movie. Your unique looking. Thank you, Papa Daddy. I'm doing good, Heavy. I'm doing very good. Texas Roadhouse, get you some of them rolls with the butter. Eddie, thank you for the follow. Eugene, welcome in. All right, guys. Okay, we're gonna head out. I'm gonna go in there and see what Yaya and everybody else is doing. They sell the rolls and butter in the store now, really? Mmm. Last time we went to Texas Roadhouse, we got rolls to take home. You know, they gave us a bag of rolls, and guess what? Yaya wanted them all. She said, "Mama, I asked for this." I said, "Yeah, yeah." She said, "Okay, you can have one." I was like, me and Yo-Yo were shaking our head like, "Oh my gosh." You eating salmon tonight? Cracker Barrel. I like Cracker Barrel. The girl, maybe Yo-Yo does. Yaya not so much. Tonight is poetry night on TikTok. Have a thankful Thursday. Thank you, Brent. It is 1:23 p.m. Tacos for dinner? What kind of tacos? Thank you, Troy. For chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes. Thank you, Stone Cold. Blessings to you. Thank you, Jay. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I got 40 thumbs up on YouTube, 8.5K taps on TikTok. So let's see. I'll be back on tonight is a poetry night, so if you want to come hang out with us, can hang out with the TikTok, listen to our poems. If you got one you want to share? All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. I'll be back on tonight at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you, Mike, and thank you, Brent, for keeping Tabbyland safe. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all. Send y'all my love. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Thank you, Halo. Thank you, Stone Cold. Thank you, Mr. Drew. All right, y'all. AG, I'll see you. Dallas Jerry, I didn't know you were in here. I'm sorry if I missed your comment. You missed the stream. What's going on? I'll stay on for a few moments longer, Jamie. How you doing today? What you up to? You chilling? Man, I got a live achievement on TikTok. 800,000 views. 800,000 views I got. Seem like I'm not happy? How so? How so, Seaway? Jamie, how you doing, Jamie Jam? What's going on, Jamie Jam? Doing great. Made myself a pulled pork baguette with applesauce and stuffing. That sounds good. Jamie Jam, how was your day? You still doing Oh no. It came up on my TikTok. It came up on my TikTok. I see you, Dallas Jerry. I see you. I appreciate you. No, I got an achievement on my TikTok, 800,000 views for my lives, and I posted it to my story, and that's the song that they put up there. Willie mixed with Janet Jackson? I don't know. I'm from Texas. I am from Texas. Whitley mixed with Janet Jackson. Maybe I can dance to that one for today's dance of the day. I gotta, I gotta be careful with the music on the YouTube. Dwayne, Big Ian, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's the weather over there, Jamie? Cowboy boots? What do you mean, Papa Daddy? I got some cowboy boots. They in the car. I got them with me. All right, Dallas Jerry, I'll see you. Yeah, I got cowboy boots. I got cowboy boots and a hat. I guess the birds, they kind of chilled out. I don't know if Mama is up there. Been nice. We got a heat wave coming through. Oh, man. We've been getting a bunch of rain, Jamie. Number rain. Number rain here. Tony, welcome in. How's it going? Nothing but rain we've been getting. Check out that site. Oh, no, 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 no. Thank you for reminding me, 13. I'll look at it right now. Alpha Western Wear. You ready for the heat? Yeah, I got some boots. Women's boots. Oh, they got some that got like flowers on them. Oh, these are nice. These are very nice. I think I'd have to take Yaya into some place to let her try them on because her legs, she's so thin. And I want to make sure they fit her little legs. Her little legs. I don't know what that is, all powerful. Is it real? The gift box never pops up. I'm not monetized yet, Tony. I'm not monetized yet. I'm close, but I'm not monetized yet. If a person wants to send me a gift, they have to send it through my Cash App. Yeah, these are cool. They got some white ones. Ooh. Heat might not be as hot. Nah, I don't think so. It gets real hot over here. Dreadfully hot. They got some nice. Look at them boots. I can see my Yaya wearing some of those with the white hat, looking all pretty. Yep. Yeah, these are nice. Those are nice. I always try to send the gifts I collected. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not monetized yet, unfortunately. They some fancy boots. I'm close. I need some. I need to get my watch hours up though. No, I'm just a calm person. I'm not monotone. I mean, I do. You might think it's monotone. I'm pretty calm. You you haven't been here that long though. The people that have been here have seen me laugh. They've seen me experience a full range of emotions. Thank you, Tony. They got some red boots. They got some red ones. Oh, you can't see them that good. Snip toe. Otoño. Yeah, these are nice. They got some nice boots. I want to take Yaya somewhere she can go like line dancing, you know, just hang out. Friday, tomorrow I'm gonna take her out. Hot Wings, how's it going? Tomorrow I'm gonna take her out. I'm probably gonna come on live a little bit earlier. Um, we're gonna go hang out and do some things. What do I do? What do you mean, what do I do? You asking what do I do for a living, or what do you mean? I love their boots, well made and comfortable. They have an actual store in San Antonio and Laredo. Oh, cool. You know, I didn't realize how comfortable cowboy boots are until I got some. I thought that they were going to be uncomfortable, but they are very comfortable. Am I a dog lover? Yeah, I am. I have a dog. She's inside the house, though. She's usually out with me when I'm on live, but I'm not at home, and there's too many cars around here. Where am I from? I'm from Texas. I'm from the U.S. I'm in Texas. I'm in Texas. Thank you, see you, Sway. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Professional legend in the flesh. Thank you, Jamie. That's so kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What I do for a living? I'm a groundskeeper. I live off grid. I'm on a huge property, 240 acres. I take care of part of that acreage. And what do you do, Francis? You look like the lady that plays on Girlfriends. Which one? Boat 44, how you doing? Welcome in. How's it going? I think the mama bird over there getting used to me being on the porch. I'm just now seeing that if I click on the top fans, I can see you guys' pictures more clearly. I never knew Mr. Friend had a picture of his bird Rainy in his That's cool. I get to see everybody. I have some, Jamie, but Yaya doesn't have any. I'm doing good, both. I'm doing very good. Is it like desert land? I wouldn't say it's desert. It does get extremely hot in the summertime, but I wouldn't say it's desert. It's green. There's a lot of trees and stuff. Yeah, I have cowboy boots. They like tea color, like sweet tea color. And I got a brown hat, but Yaya doesn't have it. How long have I been living off grid? Almost in July will be 11 years. What made me live that lifestyle? I just wanted a simpler way of living. I like living in nature. Being around the trees, the animals, the deer. I just wanted a simpler way of living. I value my time. I value my time. I wanted to lower my cost of living and spend. I have two daughters. I wanted to spend my time with them, be able to be with them all the time. And the way for me to do that was to reduce my bills. But yeah, in July 17th, it'll make 11 years that I've been living off grid. It's been quite the adventure. I like it. I plan on living off the grid. I plan on, keeping the same lifestyle for the rest of my life. I couldn't imagine me going back to living in the city. Like, I'm here now with family, and I've been here. I went home last Sunday. there was an emergency, so I had to come back, and I just don't find enjoyment being in the city. I'd much rather be out in the woods. I feel free. Like I can do whatever I want. I don't know. I like the quietness. There's so many sounds around here, the cars and stuff. But I like off-grid living. I like being in nature. It's fun. Lots of things to do. Lots of things to see. Wilderness yourself. You be in the mountains though. I like the mountains. I'm trying to get to the mountains. I want to be in the mountains. I live in Texas, but when I was younger, we lived in California, and we lived off in a valley, and we were surrounded by mountains, and I miss the mountains. Much too much house and not enough land. Yeah, I'm constantly looking for land. I believe so, Jamie. I believe the best things in life are free. When you in the city, like I feel like when I come to the city, it, especially now this isn't everywhere, but where I am, if you want to have fun, if you want to do anything enjoyable, it costs money because the way it's set up, you, you need to have transportation, you need to have a vehicle and Appalachian, um, and you need money. We do have parks, but it's just not, there's just concrete everywhere. It's not a whole lot of trees, and I like natural spaces. I like hiking, I like fishing, stuff like that. I like swimming. I love swimming, but I don't want to swim in a swimming pool. But some places is a little bit more natural than others. But I feel like where I am, and it gets so hot here in the summertime. So it's like I want to be outside, but it's so hot. I don't know. If I get spend out, I spend all my waking hours outside. I just like being outside. Even in the wintertime, I'm outside. The only time I really go inside is during the summertime. But I just like being outside. It's a lot of, I don't know, it's just enjoyable for me. In the summertime when I'm at home, I just go into the woods. You scared to swim in lake or rivers? Well, they have natural springs. Like in Texas, there's Austin, and when I really want to go swimming, I go to Barton Springs. It's a natural spring. And you go swimming, people go swimming. It's cool. You see the little fish. Sometimes you see turtles in the water. It's nice. The water is nice. And life is transactional in cities for sure. We connect with the world that was made for us on a deep level that people are too busy to appreciate. You're right about that. It is transactional. Everything costs money. To me, in nature, it don't there. It's not like that. Like if you care for nature, take care of it, you put in some effort, it will reward you more than what you have done. You scared to get bit? So say like, okay, look at growing food. Now growing food is hard, depending on where you are, it may be easier, but it is hard. But you can take one seed and plant something, right? And the plant will grow and give you fruit. And then just from that one seed, right? And it'll give you an abundance, fruit, and then you have abundance of seeds. Like you just have to put a little bit of effort. But I learned so much from being outside all the time, from being in nature. I observe the animals and the birds, and I don't know. I'm just captivated by the natural world, the plants and the trees and everything. I just like being outside. I really enjoy being outside. The sun, being in the sun, even the rain, experiencing the rain. I do rain catchment at my tiny house, and that's what I filter it. It goes through a double filter, a whole house filter, and then I have a Berkey filter. But that's what we bathe in. That's what we drink. That's what I use to wash dishes and stuff like that. Water my gardens. I don't know. I just, I think people suffer greatly because they have to be inside a lot. And the light at home in the evening. So during the day, I don't use any lights inside the tiny house because I have a bunch of windows inside my tiny house. I really don't need to. But as it gets dark, I like to use like low light candles, um, and it helps to keep your circadian rhythm intact. And that way, and I noticed that me and the girls, depending on the season, we may wake up earlier or sooner. So like my youngest daughter, she wakes up before everybody. She gets up like I guess right when the sun comes up. And then as it gets darker, she starts winding down, she starts getting tired. Um, but it changes from seasons. Like in the wintertime, it gets dark much sooner, and so she starts winding down sooner than the summertime. Summertime it stays, we get more light, so she's up a bit later, but we're inside all the time. Like I noticed that when we come to town, we're up a lot later because we're inside and there's artificial lighting and stuff. Super important for sure, really, y'all. But I don't know. I thought about getting a canvas tent. Have you guys seen a canvas tent? Like a small one, and putting it in the middle of the woods. Like I have a little place that I can hang out. I'm already in the woods, but we just have the hammocks out there. I could get like a canvas tent and put it in the middle of the woods. And it's like in the summertime at night, if I don't want to be inside the tiny house, I can go sleep in the little canvas tent. Put a little cot out there. Kind of like a yurt, but it's a little bit different. I like yurts too, but look, you can look up canvas tent. I mean, it's a tent, but it's a little bit more durable than the average tent. Sterilizer too. Plus, we get the sweet vitamin D. Yeah, it is. When I do my laundry, I even if I'm here and I do my laundry, I don't put my stuff in the dryer. I hang it out in the sun. You ever want to get like a stain off something? Put it in the sun. Wash it and then put it in the sun. So with Yo-Yo, I did cotton cotton diapers, and I would wash them and hang them out in the sun. They came clean. Your mama used to? Yeah. I hang all my dresses. A lot of my stuff is vintage, so I can't. I don't want to put it in the dryer anyway. But I hang all my stuff outside on the line. But I remember when I first discovered how powerful the sun is at like cleaning stuff, removing stains, and just disinfecting stuff. Is when my youngest daughter, she was a baby, and I wanted to do cloth diapers for her. I would wash them and then I would hang them in the sun, and the stains would come right off. They would look so white and clean. I told you guys that one time I was washing some of my dresses, and it was really, really hot outside. I mean, the sun was beaming, and I was here, and I'm like, I'm going to see what's going to get drier cleaner. So I put some of them in the dryer, and then I hung some outside, and the dresses that I hung outside, it took them like 20 minutes. They were dry, completely dry. And the ones in the dryer, they were still damp. So I'm like, why not hang it outside? You saving energy, getting clean. Because, the dryer and the washing machine, the water doesn't get hot enough to disinfect. So if you really want to like clean something, set it outside. Dry is free. Yeah, it is. Nature dryer is free. I think certain clothes that you should be putting outside, letting the sun hit it, even if it's just for a little bit. But like if I really want to clean, like disinfect something, clean something, I will set it outside on my deck at home. Set it on the porch, let the sun hitting. I keep looking at real fur things. What you looking for? I like the patterns of natural fur. I like look at rugs and blankets type things. Do you look on that? Where are you looking, Jimmy? Do you look on Etsy? Look on Etsy. Try Etsy. I come across those. I have a rug saved like in my wish list. I can't remember what it exactly made out of, but it's nice. It looks like it'd be super warm. Fur isn't even cheap though. I look Etsy, yeah, Facebook Marketplace, eBay. Oh, okay. Yeah, the bigger you want, it's gonna be more expensive. I like looking on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't have Facebook, so I have to log on my mama's Facebook. I have to log on my mama's Facebook if I want to see something. My neighbor, she gets on Facebook Marketplace all the time. She finds all kind of good stuff. Then mama up there feeding her babies. Did you drink your green tea yesterday, Jamie? Yeah, we got Amish here. Yeah, certain areas there are more. Like closer to where my tiny house is, there is an Amish community. I like eBay the most. Too easy to get carried away. Bidding though. I haven't been on eBay in such a long time. It's been a long time, maybe years since I've been on eBay. Green tea. Got a cheers? I did have one too. Yeah, I did have one too. I'm gonna drink some when I get off the live. I still got some coffee in my cup though. Yeah, it's been such a long time since I've been on eBay. It's so gray outside, making me kind of sleepy. It is so gray, super cloudy. Marty got out today and she went far. I was so mad at her. I was so mad at her. I had to go. It took me like maybe 20 minutes to find her. She seen me. She looked like, oh man. She knew she was in trouble. I think eBay is the platform I use most first. This kind of habit. She knew she was in trouble. Yeah, I had to check out eBay again. It's been so long since I used to get on eBay all the time, not so much anymore. I'm mainly on Etsy. Like I like handmade stuff and vintage stuff, so I usually look for that stuff on Etsy. That's one of my favorite places to go shopping. Etsy. All right, y'all. I am going to head out. I am a bit hungry. I'll be back on tonight for tonight's poetry night. If you guys want to join me, I'll be back on 8:30. Jamie, what time is it over there? What time is it over there? I get on when you're sleeping. 7:52? Oh, it's not too late. Not too late. What time is it here? 1:52? So you guys are 6 hours ahead. All right, y'all. Thank you for coming in, hanging out with me. Jamie Wolf's nice talking with you. Thank you, 13. Thank you, everybody, for giving me a bit of your time. Yeah, you'll be asleep. It's okay. It's okay. You'll be asleep. I hope you have a good day, good rest of your evening. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Thank you, 13. All right, Jamie. You have a good evening. Bye, Papa Daddy. I'll see you guys. Bye-bye. Thank you. Blessings to you. Listen, guard, you caught me at the end of my live, but I'll be back on tonight, okay? 8:30 Central Time. Bye-bye, y'all.